Hey friends, welcome to another edition of the Quarantine Cooking Show with a Single Girl's Gotta Eat. I am Scotty and tonight we are making one of my favorite recipes. I am not joking. This is a recipe for mini turkey meatloaves. I like to cook as healthy as possible. I say as possible because it's all about balance, right? It's all about creating sustainability in what we're doing, not going overboard by going on a diet and not having any splurges ever. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But today we're cooking healthy. And I have demoed this recipe before and it's been a huge success. So here is what it is. It's so easy, you guys. Mini turkey meatloaves. This recipe comes from allsortsofpretty.com. I will link the recipe in the comments. But you guys, it's one bowl, one pan, a few ingredients, stick it in the oven, 30 minutes later, you're good to go. So here's what we're gonna start off with. 1 pound of ground turkey, okay? 1 cup, you guys, it's just so easy. 1 cup of shredded zucchini. Now I did this beforehand, like an hour before I started filming this video so that I could get the water out. So all I did was stick it in a colander, put a paper towel over it, and then just put something a little bit heavy on it. So I just use a bowl to get out as much water as we can. We don't want this to be like a soupy mess in the meatloaf. So it feels pretty good to me. There's still some moisture in there, but that's just the way zucchini is, right? So put that in. Also a great way to get some more veggies into your meal. 1/3 of a cup of onion, doesn't matter what kind, just throw in whatever kind of onion that you have already in your fridge. A half a cup of oats. Now, first of all, buy them in bulk, please. Buy them in bulk. You guys know I'm a big lover of buying things in bulk. The other thing, though, is that you can play around with this ingredient. So I have used Isagenix Whey Thins, which has, you can use a bunch of different flavors. So garlic and herb, or spicy Thai chili, even like white cheddar, or any of them would be great. Barbecue, sour cream and onion, all of them would be awesome. So I've used Isagenix Whey Thins, just crushed them up in the bag and use them in place of the oats. Super delicious. You could, if you don't have oats, but you have a cracker or something like that on hand, if you had some panko breadcrumbs, let me just keep the recipe up. Panko breadcrumbs, that type of a thing. We just need something that's gonna help bind the meatloaf together, okay? So I also have 2 egg whites in here. Please don't throw away the yolks when you do this. Just save them for a scramble or something else another day. Throw that in there. And then you guys, seasoning. Now you can season however you want. This recipe calls for 4 different seasonings, so I'm going to tell you what those are right now. But I've done this with cayenne, I've done it with chili powder. I like a spicy profile more than an Italian profile, but this is the Italian profile, and we're just going to roll with it today. So I have a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt, okay? I'm gonna put all of that in there. You guys, that is it. That is the ingredients for the meatloaf. The only other thing you need is a sprayed or olive oil rubbed muffin pan, okay? So super easy. So what we're gonna do now is just get in and then mix it all together, right? You can get your hands dirty. Super easy process. If you have any kiddos at home or some nieces or nephews over, they can get their hands dirty in this process too. And once you guys get this all mixed up, first of all, preheat your ovens to 350 degrees, okay? That is the first thing we need to be doing. And then, what is the second thing I was gonna say? Oh, this will go in the oven for 30 minutes, okay? We're just gonna fill our muffin tin. You guys see how easy this is? I mean, literally, it just comes together so quickly. I mean, chopping up the onion, grating the zucchini, that is the extent of your prep work. That is where you're gonna spend the most time, because when you put this all together, it literally takes like 3 minutes, okay? So we've got our mixture all together. Boom, turkey hands, okay? you could use a spoon or just continue using your hands. Drop them in. Fill up your muffin tins. You should get about a dozen meatloaves out of this. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for just a second. Let me do a quick rinse of the old hands because there's something else that we're gonna add in at the top. Sorry, again, if I was a professional, I would have like music playing or I would edit the video. So, you know, you didn't see just like 20 seconds of me washing my hands. 20 seconds, that's the key, right? But here's the deal. I'm not a professional. I'm just a single girl who wants to do singleness well. And part of that for me is cooking. Learning how to cook, becoming a better cook, being more intentional about cooking. And that is why I love sharing these recipes with you guys. I just want to do singleness well, period. Full stop. Okay, but back to the recipe. So we're gonna put the meatloaves in 30 minutes, pull them out at 350, pull them out, and then we're gonna put a ketchup topping on top, pop them back in for another 5 minutes, then they're good to go. Okay, you guys, the ketchup topping, super easy. So it's a half a cup of ketchup. Here's the deal about ketchup. Look at the ingredients when you get ketchup. Okay, look at the ingredients because what we do not want to be getting is the ketchup with like the high fructose corn syrup. Let's stay away from that. This is not much more expensive than the high fructose corn syrup ketchup, and it is way better for you. Okay, so please look at the ingredients when you are buying your products. Okay, I know we can't be like 100% all of the things all the time, but in the areas that we can, let's choose it if you can. Okay, so that's my little PSA about ketchup. The other thing, okay, so ketchup. Again, in my handy dandy mug. Just a little encouragement there. I've got half a cup of ketchup, okay? Just get a little spatula or a spoon just to do some mixing. And what I have spice-wise, it's not even spices, 2 teaspoons of a sweetener of your choice, okay? If you have sugar, you can use sugar. Brown sugar, honey, stevia. I use Truvia because I have Truvia on hand. So that is what I'm gonna use. Again, if you're gonna use different sweeteners, if you wanna stay away from sugar and go for a little bit healthier alternative, buy these things in bulk. Go to Costco, go online, buy them in bulk. You're gonna save a ton of money as opposed to buying them, you know, a smaller amount at like Target, Walmart, the grocery store, that type of thing. Okay, also 2 teaspoons of like a mustard, like a yellow dried mustard. So I have a chili powder mustard. That's the only kind of mustard, dried mustard I have on hand. So we're gonna go with that. So it'll have a little bit of a kick to it, which I'm excited about. I love a good kick. So literally all we're gonna do, if I can not spill all of this stuff. Okay, get that all in there. Do a quick mix all together. And then that is your topping. So again, 30 minutes, turkey meatloaves, 30 minutes at 350. And then pull them out, paint the tops red with this ketchup mixture. Just super easy to make and smells really good. This ketchup mixture, pop back in for another 5 minutes. It's gonna caramelize a little bit. And then you are good to go, you guys. This is healthy turkey meatloaves. I hope you enjoy them. I think they're the bomb. So you guys, thanks for joining me on another episode of A Single Girl's Gotta Eat, the cooking show. Single Girl's Gotta Eat is just a single girl's guide to doing singleness well. All right, much love, friends.